Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my empties for the month of April and May. I did skip last month. I do try to do these monthly, but I just didn't have time in my filming schedule. So instead of pushing it into the middle of May or whatever, I just decided to include April and May all in one video. Empties is where I talk about all of the makeup and beauty products that I finished in the last month or two, like in this case. I give you mini reviews on all of the products and talk about whether or not I would repurchase them. I can already see that I'm very blown out, but I live in Nova Scotia, Canada, and it has been so dark, gloomy, and cloudy all day, every day for like almost 2 weeks. So my last video I tried turning my overhead light on and I really didn't like the way that looked, so now I'm like up in my window as close as I could possibly get and it's doing some weird things. But I'm going to stop rambling and tell you about my empties. I do have a rough calculation of how much this is worth, which I do discuss in detail and more accurately in my makeup rehab series, which will be coming up in a week or so. I'm going to start with two items that are going to be a spoiler for my graveyard project pan, so just jump ahead a minute or so. I'm just going to talk about them now and get them out of the way. The first is this Fresh Sugar Rosé Lip Balm. I finally finished this. This was super old in my collection. That's it, scrolled all the way up, and I did dig it out a little bit. I wish Fresh was cruelty-free because I love so much of their skincare, and this is one of the best lip balms I've ever tried. So if you have a good alternative to this that is cruelty-free, I'm currently trying the Milk Kush lip balm, which I like, but I still prefer this one, but I obviously will not be repurchasing this. And the second product that I used up out of the Graveyard Project pan is this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This lasted me over a year of regular consistent use. It wasn't the only eyeshadow primer I was using, but I was definitely using this like 2 out of 3 times compared to my other primers. I did cut this open and scrape things out. There is still a little bit left in here, but I couldn't get any more out of the packaging. So I cut it open and I got 2 more days worth out of it, but the second day it was getting pretty dry and a bit crumbly on my lids, like as I was applying it, like it was dry in here, so it wouldn't really spread out that well. It was looking a little chunky, so at that point I just called it quits. I used this so much. It is just a sample size. There's 2 mils in here and it lasted me so long. This is my, I have a real problem calling favorites. This might be my favorite eyeshadow primer. It's not as thick as something like MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but it's not as thin and creamy as like Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the Milani one. Like it's somewhere in the middle and it works really, really good for me. Okay, now I'm just going to start in on my bin of empties here. There's not that much in here, but I'm sure this video is going to be pretty long anyways. I'm going to start with this because it's the most irrelevant product in here. Can you even see it? White packaging is so hard when you're filming. This is the Dove deodorant. I should have done more research. I bought this closer to the beginning of the year and it was pretty much right after, a few months after Dove did this big campaign about we're now cruelty free, blah blah blah. They're not, and I really should have done more research, but I had that in my mind, and when I was just looking, it was at my grocery store, so the selection was much more limited and I was like out of deodorant. I really needed to buy a new one. There was like Lady Speed Stick, the Secret one, even like the Old Spice. I mean, I don't mind if that were to be cruelty free and the only one there, and Dove. Like those are the kinds of bigger brands there, and so my eye immediately went to the Dove deodorant, and they're not cruelty free, so that was definitely my bad, so I won't be repurchasing it. I'm going to talk about makeup last, I think, besides of course what we already talked about. Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. This perfume was the bane of my existence. This little tiny bottle is 5 mils. I got it as a point perk years and years ago, and it lasted me over 80 uses. Over 80 days is how long this sample lasted me. It smells nice, but it's definitely a more mature scent, which I find ironic because it's Miss M-I-S-S Dior, and to me that is like a younger, isn't M-I-S-S like a younger unmarried woman, like not even an adult yet, or a young adult? So anyways, that's completely irrelevant. I wouldn't repurchase this anyways. Dior is not cruelty free, but this did last a long time on my skin. This was the last can of Batiste Dry Shampoo I had in my collection. Batiste is not cruelty free. I really did like this light and breezy scent. This is the best affordable dry shampoo I have tried. I've been trying a few other ones, trying to find one that is this good. I have a very oily scalp. Like, technically I should be washing my hair every day, although I don't because I know that's not good for my hair. But then I really truly need a dry shampoo because or else my hair looks disgusting, and this just did such a good job. Your hair felt clean. It didn't have that like really thick feeling, like, you know, some dry shampoos you can't run your hands through your hair anymore, like it's so thick and powdery up there. I didn't get that with this, so maybe someday I could purchase Batiste again, but they're not cruelty free right now. Sticking on the hair train, I guess, I have the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Green Tea Clarifying Shampoo. This took me a million years to finish. It is a really great clarifying shampoo if you have some product buildup in your hair. This really did the job. Briogeo is free of sulfates, silicones, parabens, like all the bad stuff. It's very healthy, but a very expensive high-end brand. I don't like that it doesn't lather up. I know that's because it doesn't have sulfates and stuff in it, and I know that's not good for your hair, but just the experience isn't as nice in my opinion if your like shampoo and stuff doesn't lather up. I'm trying to get over that. I wouldn't not buy this because of that reason, but if you're looking for a high-end, cruelty-free, healthy alternative for a clarifying shampoo, this is definitely something that I could recommend. I used up the Body Shop Coconut Shower Cream. This is kind of along the same lines as the Briogeo. Shower creams don't really have that good of a lather in my opinion, as opposed to like a shower gel. I do like that the Body Shop is obviously cruelty-free. The coconut scent is really nice. I don't find that this made me feel as clean as I would like. Like, obviously I was clean, but I think it's because it was a cream. Maybe it's a little too moisturizing for my oily skin. Like, I have pretty, well, does your body get oily? Like, I don't suffer with dry skin, let's put it that way. So I don't really feel like I need the shower cream, which maybe if you have a lot of dry skin on your body, this would be your preferred type of body wash, but I prefer a gel. This is really nice, and I received this as a gift for Christmas, so if I received another gift of it, I would obviously use it, but if I were browsing the Body Shop, this is not the first product that I would pick up. Hopping over to skincare, I used up this deluxe size sample of the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is like a cult classic cleansing balm. I'm sorry I keep touching my hair. It's feeling a little crunchy, a little weird, and it's just uncomfortable. Clinique is not cruelty free. I'm going to start there. So I wouldn't repurchase anyways, but this isn't even my favorite. I much prefer the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. I much prefer the Body Shop Chamomile Cleansing Balm over this. I feel like those do a better job at removing my makeup. This did a fine job on like normal makeup days, everyday makeup days, but it did not remove my mascara very well, so I always had to go in with a second makeup remover and then a second like real cleanser. I always double cleanse, and with other cleansing balms, I don't necessarily have to go in with another eye makeup remover or anything on top of that, so I don't really get the hype. This is the e.l.f. Soothing Aloe Mist. This is just a facial mist. I really enjoy facial mists as a part, facial mists as a part of my morning skincare routine. I just like the experience of it. It's hydrating. It's just a nice experience. Does it make that big of a difference? I don't know, but I like it. This was about, I think it works out to be about $6 Canadian, or maybe it's $6 US. I can't really remember, but it's affordable. It's e.l.f. obviously. The soothing aloe part of it I definitely agree with. If my skin was having a bit of a reaction to something, this just felt really, really good. I actually quite enjoy the mister on here, which I was pretty skeptical about because it is e.l.f. I thought, I don't know, I was judging a book by its cover basically, but I really did enjoy this and I want to pick it up if I ever see it about, or if I'm making an order online at e.l.f. e.l.f. is sold at Walmart here where I live, but it's definitely nowhere close to their full range. It's very selected products, but if I saw it, I would pick it up. And if I was in need of a facial mist, this is something I would consider repurchasing for sure. I finished up the lactic acid 5% plus HA from The Ordinary. I picked this up for my birthday last year, like my 24th birthday, so 2018. I thought this would be an affordable dupe for Sunday Riley Good Jeans, which I went through one thing of that, one container. Why am I struggling with my words? And my skin has never looked better with the Good Jeans. Like, that is a miracle product for my particular skin type, and I have not been able to find something that works as good, but that product is $100. And so it's probably something I'm going to pick up eventually, but I was trying to find something a little bit more affordable. I'm still trying to find it. This is not it. I did finish it. It's really great at, I feel like my texture never got worse with this, but it definitely did not smooth my skin, minimize my pores as much as Good Jeans did. So if you maybe don't have as much texture, maybe just a little bit, maybe you don't have as many large pores as I do. I have extremely large pores on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and my chin, like a lot of enlarged pores, and the Good Jeans pretty much solved that problem. This just helped me out a little bit. Now moving on to the makeup category, I finished up 2 setting sprays in the last 2 months. First is MAC Fix Plus. Now that this is empty, it's looking really gross in here. If you guys do back to MAC, will they take it? I did not mark on the bottle. I used a sticker. This was in a project pan, but the inside of it is looking pretty gross. Maybe I'll just take it apart and wash it. Even though I'm cruelty free and I've been purchasing from MAC for years, I am still doing back to MAC, but I will give away my lipstick as a gift to somebody. I won't be adding it to my own collection, but I figured on the products that I already bought, I might as well. I really love this. It takes away the powdery look, gives me a healthy look to my skin, like brings life back to your skin. Even though I have oily skin, and this doesn't make your makeup last longer, but it just makes it look healthy and nice. I'm going to miss this, and I'm definitely on the hunt for a cruelty-free alternative. I finished this Project Beauty Spray Set to Go makeup setting spray. The nozzle on this I absolutely hate. It is like getting sprayed with a fire hose. It is so direct. There's so much product that comes out of here. My arm is not long enough to make it not feel like a fire hose. I know other people really enjoy that, but I personally do not. And I didn't really notice that big of a difference when using this. I decanted it into a different bottle to use it up, but this is not something I'm interested in repurchasing. I believe this retails for $19 US, and I'm sure they have their own website. It's called Project Beauty. Not something I'm interested in repurchasing, but it was nice. I went through the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mini Mascara. This is one of my favorites. I really enjoy this mascara a lot. The wand is a natural bristle wand, which is my personal favorite. It is straight. It's not one of those hourglass shaped ones. I just really enjoy this, and if this is as another point perk, which is how I got this one, I would definitely consider picking it up. I went through this Bite BB for lips. This is like a tinted lip balm type of product. I don't believe that they sell this anymore. I had mine in the shade Flush, which was this orange shade. Not the most flattering for me, but I did finish it up. Even if it were still available, not something that I would repurchase. I definitely enjoyed the other lip balm I talked about earlier. That was a potential spoiler. I enjoyed that other one more than this one. And lastly, I used up a brow pencil. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I would definitely repurchase this product, but I will be getting it in a different shade. I had mine in the shade Brunette, which is definitely warm toned, and my brows are more cool toned. Even though my hair is kind of warm, the actual like brow hair that I have is very cool toned. So when I use a warm toned pencil, there's like a very distinct contrast. It doesn't look natural. Not that filling in your brows really does that often anyways. But I think it was Sarah that told me they have a shade called Ash Brown, and I think that is one that I'm going to get next. This is kind of a dupe for the Brow Wiz, but I find this to be a little drier, which is not necessarily a bad thing, and I like both of the pencils, so I don't know. This is much cheaper than the Brow Wiz, and I will be repurchasing this. So those were all of my empties. In April, I used up $110.16 worth of product, and so far in my spreadsheet for May, I am filming this a little bit before the end of the month, and I haven't put in all of the amounts yet, but so far I'm sitting at $82.38, which means I used up $192.54 worth of product in the last 2 months. I'm feeling really good about that. I've been going through so much product this year so far through project panning mainly, and I'm just really happy with the progress I'm making. I am specifically focusing on the oldest products and the not cruelty free products, but as you see, like, I have been using other products as well, and I'm just feeling really good about what's coming out of my collection so far this year. Let me know in the comments below what you have used up recently. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!